In the world of Pokemon, there are so many complex calculations, mechanics, moves, and much more that takes the Pokemon games for what they are and evolves them a bit further when someone really takes a crack at learning why something is the way it is for whichever game they are researching about. Like Emerald, for example, the game has a lot of glitches you can exploit that has been discovered over the years. There are a lot of floating mysteries in this series that sometimes you accidentally stumble across as you normally play the game. This is exactly what happened in a tournament that I hosted in my Discord server on Pokemon Battle Revolution. In the year of 2024, there are a surprisingly large number of people that don't even know that this game exists, which is to be expected as new players continue to rise and rise even more that each year passes for this franchise. It's good to have this amount of curiosity as it allows for people to discover hidden gems of the past that were completely missed out on. The Spark Notes is that this is literally just a battle simulator that runs on Diamond and Pearl mechanics but supports connectivity of Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver as well, with the added feature of being able to battle on Gen 4 through beautiful eye-catching animations to further immerse yourself in the experience. For a game that came out in 2007 for the US, say what you will about how it compares to modern games, but if you wanted a deeper dive into that, I got the perfect video for you. One day, I decided to run a Metronome tournament around April of 2024. This format was very simple. Ghost types and the ability Pressure were banned, and you can only use 2 Pokemon that can legally learn Metronome while playing doubles. Snorlax and Jirachi primarily saw a lot of success in the format due to their amazing stat distributions and bulk for the longevity of the battle, while also adding that Jirachi's Steel typing plays a huge role in being able to resist many different typings. Plus, the Serene Grace ability allows a boosted chance for the secondary effect of moves to activate. So Ancient Power, for example, has a chance of proccing the Omni Boost. Overall, this core was super reliable to be able to pull the wins you needed to advance in the tournament. It was single elimination, so you really had to take account for the odds at hand. Metronome is a move that will roll any known move in the game at random. Priority moves don't become priority, it will be used the moment the metronome attack is used, so your speed stat is something to consider into your EV spread. Now that we have the outline covered of what is expected in this tournament, let's take a look at what happened that allowed players, including myself, to stumble across this type of glitch in the game during a couple of these matches. Which, by the way, these can be viewed anytime as they are documented over on the Archives channel for you to watch for yourself and to cross-reference it at any given point. I looked extensively across the web to find any information as to why this particular glitch occurred repeatedly in this game, but I was unsuccessful, so all I had were these recordings to go off of. In the server, speculation rose on one specific detail that could explain why the glitch kept happening. It was as simple as the seed that Battle Revolution automatically generates as soon as you load up the game. Across a couple different battles, you can see a series of moves used consecutively that were shown to be repeated over and over again. Constrict, Steel Wing, Pin Missile, Weather Ball, Wood Hammer, Bullet Seed, and so on and so forth. You can literally see it for yourself that this happened on round 1 of the set with different people throughout the tournament. So it was assumed that the seed that the game generates already predetermines a set amount of random moves to show when Metronome is used. It is up until a certain given point where the moves slowly start drifting off to actually becoming random, but this is what it looked like until we later found out that this is still just a predetermined moves being rolled. In hindsight, this was hilarious to see because anyone watching these matches would assume that somehow people were rolling extremely lucky to replicate a previous battle. After the discovery was made near the end of the tournament and further examining other matches that took place, it was also determined that either restarting the battle from scratch or even resetting the game would change the seed generated for every time Metronome would be used, just so that it wouldn't predetermine the moves that we already know that would most likely roll. Those methods were seen to have been the solution to this mystery. Because of this, you wouldn't be too far off if other randomized factors in Pokemon played through this game were also predetermined somehow, all because of the seed that it gave. Why does the game default to this seed almost every time? I really have no idea. Theoretically, Pokemon games have lots of seeds that are just way too much to count out loud individually, so could it be that PBR just doesn't have that many? It's just a theory. This game has been out for about 15 years or so, and I believe that even with the extensive research I did to see if anyone else had this issue, that this would be the first documented glitch on Battle Revolution revolving around Metronome that would be put out there. I'm a PBR maniac, and I didn't even know anything like this was even possible. We had a very old Metronome tournament take place years ago as well, but I don't believe I have any of that footage to further examine this investigation on a generated seed method. But from what we gathered, it didn't matter the Pokemon used nor the stage to further affect this type of element. I remember having to ask my opponent in the finals if he wanted to restart the battle because of the same moves being rolled from round 1. But man, what an interesting glitch overall. Generation 4 as a whole has a lot of glitches that are always fun to discover, and this being one of them on a game that I'm a super fanatic about is actually insane to think about. I figured I'll jump on here anyways to just share this discovery and hope you all took away something from it. And maybe perhaps if anyone that is more knowledgeable than me can figure out why exactly this came out to be from an extensive coding arbitrary code perspective or anything along those lines, then perhaps we can actually further investigate as to why this seed is most likely generated every time the game gets loaded up. I remember somebody leaving a comment somewhere on the archives channel, and if I find it I'll post it on the screen, but out of everything that we could have done to figure out this bug, we did it through a meme tournament out of everything that we could have done. I'm sorry, it's just really funny that it just turned out to be that way, and in hindsight that is just the most hilarious thing. When I first saw the comment I couldn't help but just laugh, but we come across things one way or another. That is all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed, then be sure to hit that subscribe button to not miss out on future uploads, and leave a like to show your support while also letting me know in the comment section what kind of glitches in the Pokemon series did you stumble across unexpectedly. I'd love to read them. This is my final video of 2024, and I wanted to express my gratitude and thanks for the support shown this year. We have accomplished a lot in terms of content and projects, and we still have ways to go, so thanks for being a part of this journey. I really do mean that. Feel free to join the Discord server, and if it wasn't obvious, we host tournaments on Pokemon Battle Revolution monthly that you can participate in. There's a huge collection of resources you can access for your Pokemon playthroughs while also accessing projects I made, such as this ROM hack for you all to play. If that sounds cool to you, join up and I'll see you there. Thank you guys for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch you guys in the next one, probably sometime in 2025. Peace out.